Welcome to my channel, Wealth Ledger.
You've probably heard the saying, it takes money to make money. And while that's true to some extent, the amount of money you need to get started is often much less than you think. A lot of people believe investing is only for the rich, or that you need thousands of dollars in the bank before you can even consider putting your money to work. But here's the good news. In 2025, you can start investing with as little as $100. Yes, just $100 can be the beginning of your wealth building journey. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to invest with only $100, what your best options are, the mistakes to avoid, and how that small amount can grow into something much larger over time. 1. Why start with $100? Before we jump into the how, let's talk about the why. Why bother investing with just $100? Well, the biggest benefit isn't the money itself, it's the habit. When you learn how to invest small amounts, you build confidence and discipline, and those habits compound just like your money will. Think of your first $100 as training wheels. It may not make you rich overnight, but it gets you moving in the right direction. Another reason is accessibility. In the past, high fees and account minimums made investing with small amounts nearly impossible. But today, thanks to fractional shares, robo-advisors, and commission-free trading apps, $100 can actually be put to work immediately. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Remember, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. 2. The mindset shift. Here's something important. Don't think of $100 as too little, think of it as a seed. If you plant it and take care of it, that seed can grow into a tree that produces more and more fruit over time. Too many people delay investing because they feel they don't have enough. But if you wait until you have thousands, you may never start. The mindset shift is this: start with what you have, not what you wish you had. Even $100 can change your financial future if you stay consistent. 3. Best ways to invest $100 in 2025. So, how do you actually invest $100? Let's go through your best options. First, stocks and ETFs. Thanks to fractional investing, you don't need to buy a full share anymore. Want a piece of Amazon or Tesla but can't afford hundreds of dollars for one share? With just $100, you can own a fraction. But if you are a beginner, the smarter move is usually an ETF, which is a collection of different stocks bundled together. For example, an S&P 500 ETF gives you exposure to the top 500 companies in the US. That way, your $100 is spread out across many businesses instead of betting on just one. Second, high-yield savings or money market funds. If you're nervous about risk, you can park your $100 in a high-yield savings account or a money market fund. These won't make you rich, but they'll give you safe, steady returns, sometimes around 4 to 5% in today's interest rate environment. This is especially good if you think you'll need the money soon. Third, robo-advisors. Platforms like Betterment, Wealthfront, or Acorns let you start investing with very small amounts. You put in your $100, answer a few questions about your goals and risk tolerance, and the robo-advisor automatically diversifies your money into stocks and bonds. It's hands-off and perfect for beginners. Fourth, micro-investing apps. Apps like Acorns or Stash allow you to invest spare change. Imagine spending $4.50 on coffee and the app rounds it up to $5, investing the extra 50 cents. With just $100 to start, you can grow your portfolio little by little without even noticing. Fifth, crypto, but carefully. Some people may want to put part of their $100 into cryptocurrency. While crypto is extremely volatile, many platforms allow you to buy fractions of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other coins. If you do this, I recommend only using a small portion of your $100, maybe $10 or $20, because the risk is much higher compared to stocks or ETFs. And finally, don't overlook investing in yourself. $100 could buy you a course, a book, or a skill that helps you earn more money in the future. Sometimes, the best investment isn't in the market, it's in your own knowledge and growth. 4. How to grow beyond $100. Okay, let's be real. $100 on its own won't make you rich. But the secret is consistency. If you can invest $100 once, you can do it again next month. And the month after. Let's say you invest $100 every month into an ETF that averages 8% annual returns. After 1 year, you've put in $1,200. After 10 years, you've put in $12,000, but with growth, you'd have around $18,000. After 20 years, you'd have over $50,000. And after 30 years, you'd have nearly $150,000. That's the magic of compounding. The point is, $100 is just the starting block. If you treat it as a habit, your money will snowball over time. The earlier you start, the bigger that snowball gets. 5. Mistakes to avoid. Now let's talk about the mistakes people make when investing small amounts. The first mistake is chasing quick wins. Putting $100 into a random meme stock or speculative crypto might feel exciting, but the chances of losing it all are high. Stick with proven investments first. The second mistake is not diversifying. If your $100 is entirely in one company, you are taking a huge risk. Spread it out with ETFs or index funds to protect yourself. The third mistake is stopping too soon. If you invest $100 once and never add more, you'll miss the real power of compounding. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. And the fourth mistake is ignoring fees. Some apps and platforms charge monthly fees that can eat into small investments. For example, if you only have $100 and your platform charges $5 a month, that's 5% gone instantly. Always choose platforms with low or no fees for small amounts. 6. Building the habit. So, how do you turn your first $100 into a long-term habit? Here are some practical tips. Automate your investing. Set up an automatic transfer of $25 a week or $100 a month into your investment account. That way, you don't rely on willpower. Next, track your progress. Watching your portfolio grow, even by a few dollars, keeps you motivated. Celebrate small wins. And finally, educate yourself. Read books, watch videos, and keep learning about personal finance. The more you know, the smarter your decisions will be.
Thanks for watching video. Please share with friends. Subscribe, bell icon, and share.